Hello everybody and welcome to a discussion video. Today we're going to be talking about if LEGO is making too many molds and is moving away from actually building parts of a set. You've probably seen a lot in some sets, mostly more basic, for example city sets. Some parts are just really big and could almost just simply be built with other bricks. So should LEGO be doing that? After listening to what I have to say, I really want to have you comment in the comment section your opinion on this subject, because I'd really want to know what you think, and let's just share as a community what we think on this subject. So if you're pretty involved in the LEGO community, especially online, there's a good chance you've heard of the term burp and poop for LEGO, but these abbreviations mean burp is big ugly rock piece, and a big ugly rock piece, a burp, is this piece right here. Personally, I really do not mind this piece. I think it actually looks pretty nice, but some people really do not like this and prefer building their own sort of rock designs. And a poop is a part which can be made out of other parts, so that's where the POOP comes from, part out of other part. And a good example I have is this wing piece right here. This is actually from a Jack Stone airplane set. So this could have been made out of other parts, but there's some good sides and bad sides to having these kinds of pieces. They do make it easier for younger kids because sometimes they want to build something like, for example, an airplane. Sometimes they don't necessarily have the capacity or even enough bricks to make a big airplane, but with a wing piece like this, it allows them to make a plane. And also, Jack Stone is a theme that was really geared towards a younger audience, more around 5, 6, 7 years old. So this was really a good idea for them, but there are a lot of people in the LEGO community that do not like these bricks, and it's pretty understandable. If you look at mocks, it's much more impressive when you have an actually fully built part. If you see a mountain, you don't want to necessarily see a mountain with a bunch of these bricks right here. You want it to be really nicely detailed with really intricate, detailed parts to it, tiny bricks, tiny little details all over. That's really what makes a mock really nice, is when there's a bunch of thought out detail. If somebody just comes out and puts a bunch of burps like this one on top of another, the mountain won't look as nice. So that's a disadvantage to these bricks. Another point would be that being able to build parts of a set with multiple bricks and not having to just stick one big piece is definitely more fun. When you get to build a set and it takes you longer to do, there's more thought and techniques put into it, it's definitely more interesting to build it than to simply get this big part and just stick it there. I think that it's much more fun when you get to build a set and you have smaller bricks than these big bricks. So definitely wouldn't want these too many in sets. Personally, what I think is that these bricks are pretty nice to be made, but LEGO has to be careful, I think, because in the past few years they've kind of started making more of them. We've seen them more in sets. At the beginning when they were made, it was really reasonable. For example, this wing piece is from a Jack Stone set, which I think is around 2004. And you didn't see these much. It was really more in these sets that were geared towards younger builders. So that's good. I think it's good if they have bigger pieces like this for younger builders, kind of like how Duplo is. Duplo just has bigger bricks, but this kind of goes along the same lines. And also, sometimes it's not necessary to give a bunch of bricks to build a small rock side. Sometimes it's even cheaper to get this big piece right here than to simply have a bunch of individual bricks. So yeah, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I don't mind these big bricks. I simply think that LEGO should be careful as to how much presence these bricks have in their sets. They really have to monitor to make sure that they don't put too many of these bricks in their sets, and I think they're doing a pretty good job. At first I was trying to get worried a couple of years ago when all of a sudden there seemed to be more, mostly in some city sets and some more junior type sets, there seemed to be more of these bricks in there. But if you look at today, especially with the creator line and everything, it really seems to have stabilized itself, so I don't think it's too much of a problem anymore. So that's pretty much my thoughts on this. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Again, I don't think they're necessarily bad, but Lego does has to be careful. And personally, when you look at a mock, you've got to say that when it has a bunch of detail in it, it definitely looks nicer. So let me know in the comments what you think of these big bricks, what you think of Poop and Burp, what is your opinion on these types of bricks. So let me know in the comments. I'm really looking forward to knowing your opinion, and so that's what I have to say on this topic. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like because it helps me out a lot, and subscribe because CD's Brick Mix is a mix of everything Lego, and you get to see videos like this where we talk about burps and poops, and it's always fun to talk about these things. So again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again in another video. Goodbye.